Today, I am going to give you overview of the various pathways which we have learned for glucose metabolism.
We have studied various pathways for glucose metabolism, and these pathways include pathways where aerobic organisms metabolize glucose by using three different pathways mainly, that is EMP, ED pathway, and the pentose phosphate pathway. So, glucose can be metabolized by EMP to pyruvic acid. ED pathway also converts glucose to pyruvic acid. Pentose phosphate pathway will produce glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate as the metabolic end product, which can be then metabolized by EMP enzyme to produce pyruvic acid as metabolic end product again. So, this is the overview of glycolysis. So in glycolysis, we have seen glucose is converted to pyruvate or pyruvic acid, the acid form of pyruvate, and in two places by substrate level phosphorylation in energy yielding phase, ATP is synthesized. In ED pathway as well, although a different reaction is used, can you name this enzyme, students? ED pathway enzyme which acts on KDPG. Yes, who will name this enzyme? Yes, Gloria has
KD
answered. Yes,
aldolase.
KDPG aldolase. Very good. So KDPG aldolase will give pyruvate as one of the product, and then glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate will be converted to pyruvate using the enzymes of Embden-Meyerhoff-Parnas pathway. This is overview of pentose phosphate pathway. So we start with glucose here, which is converted to 6-phosphogluconate. I have posted a video yesterday on YouTube. Please watch that video of pentose phosphate pathway. So the pathway is also called as phosphogluconate pathway because this is the metabolite which is synthesized here. And then pentose phosphates are synthesized. So hexose monophosphate as well as pentose phosphates are synthesized here in this pathway. At the end of the second phase, that is non-oxidative reversible phase, you will get glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and the fructose 6-phosphate, which can be then converted to glucose 6-phosphate and further to glucose. So glucose is regenerated back in this part of this segment of the pathway. So you can say that the end product of pathway is glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, which is then degraded by EMP enzymes to pyruvate. So in all these pathways, pyruvate is necessarily the metabolic end product. We have seen the TCA cycle as well. So aerobic bacteria can degrade pyruvate. They can convert pyruvate to acetyl coenzyme A, which can be further degraded via TCA cycle to produce various organic acids. Now let us see the next pathway. So we have seen examples of two pathways, pentose phosphoketolase pathway and hexose phosphoketolase pathway. So bacteria which show fermentative metabolism and produce lactic acid and other products as metabolic end products, they can use pentose phosphoketolase pathway if they are heterofermentative. So glucose can be degraded to give CO2 plus ethanol plus lactate in pentose phosphoketolase pathway. And in hexose phosphoketolase pathway or bifidum pathway, glucose can be degraded to produce acetic acid and lactic acid as the metabolic end product. So, bacteria are able to degrade glucose to produce several metabolic end products as a result of either aerobic or anaerobic metabolism. See, bacteria, when they live in some ecological niche, like for example in soil or in water, These bacteria, they will use whatever is available as nutrient. In soil, for example, if polymers are available, polymers which are plant derivatives such as cellulose or starch, they will degrade these polymers, break down these polymers, or even chitin which is present in insect exoskeleton. So these polymers can be degraded to sugars. They are carbohydrates. Alternatively, some bacteria grow on proteins. So proteins can originate from animals. Dead and decaying animals will result into releasing proteins in soil or in water. So if bacteria are degrading proteins, proteins we have seen when we studied amino acids. When we studied about TCA cycle as amphibolic pathway, I have discussed about entry of various amino acids in TCA cycle and glycolysis. So amino acids can be converted to either alpha ketoglutarate or aspartate, or some can be converted to succinyl coenzyme A. Some amino acids are converted to phosphoenol pyruvate or pyruvate. This is how these amino acids will be metabolized by bacteria. Apart from them, bacteria can degrade lipids. Lipids we have seen they can be hydrolyzed into true lipids like triacyl glycerol, for example, can be hydrolyzed to fatty acid and glycerol, and it can enter glycolysis or TCA cycle.